I said, for January 6, 2018, and the first Saturday, 2018, I hope that everybody has had a really good Saturday so far. Not only a good Saturday, but a good beginning of the year. Okay, so Happy New Year, everyone. We started off with a song from Minnie Riperton, who's not any longer with us, and Jose Feliciano from Puerto Rico, and he is around. So it's really cool. But we have guests in the studio tonight, and we're going to talk to them in a little bit. I just want to get the thing going. And they're called Jack of None. But you've heard them here on the Rock and Roll Machine for quite a long time. A lot of 2017 for sure, guys. You were on, along with CX. No, wait, Sassar CX or Sassar AX. Ah, yeah. I'm sometimes CH. Cousin Hoagy. Yeah. All right. We're going to get to them in just a little bit, everyone. We're going to have a good time tonight.
Cousin Hoagy on the Rock and Roll Machine.
Follow the Rock and Roll Machine with Cousin Hoagy on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Your pistol of death I contain. is Cousin Hoagy on the rock and roll
right.
machine. Anything can happen.
Anything.
Even dogs can sing.
Anything can happen. All right, we're going to take a little break and go to our guests tonight. And our guests tonight are the band Jack of None. I've been really having a hard time. Can you try the mic?
Mike.
Mike AG?
AG.
Siruko?
Yep.
Mic test. Julian is not coming in. Okay, I gotta turn you on. If you want, try. But talk into it now.
Mic test. Mic.
All right, I got you. Maxine enters. Can you see?
Mic test.
All right,
Mic
you
test.
sound good.
You always sound good, Tito.
Well, but you don't have to wear the headphones. It might.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Is it? It's easier.
Feels right.
It's actually better.
Yeah. See, I do it. I only put it on one ear. I don't know. I guess that's just
Where do
a
you
bad
leave
habit.
the other ear? Just hanging?
Yeah.
behind your head?
It's like your. It's like the title of your album. Who's listening to Van Gogh's ear? Right. Yeah. We practiced that one, right? Yeah. I don't know who's listening. See. Okay. We're going to start the show, everyone. This is Jack of None, and they are our guests tonight, as you can see right here. They don't see me tonight, guys. I only have one. It's top of my head, right? Which is really cool, because radio is that kind of medium. But nonetheless, you're three brothers and sisters, two brothers and a sister. Who's the eldest?
AG is
I am,
the
yeah.
eldest.
AG, okay.
I'm in between, and
Okay.
Jules
Yes,
is
I'm the youngest.
he's
All
the
right.
baby in the family.
Oh, Mr. Bunso.
Yes.
Yes.
Did I get-
Tito, were you Bunso also?
No, I'm the eldest. Yeah.
So you know what AG's going through. Being
Yeah, it's kind of yeah. See, but you're all beyond that point of being teenagers and stuff. Having to take care of the kids. Your brother and sister when they're younger, right? It was.
I don't know about
You don't
that.
remember? All right. Well, so we begin the show tonight, everyone, and they love to play live. I'm not sure. Have you played live, you guys?
We have actually. When we started as Utakan years ago, we were touring with my dad's group, the Electric Underground Collective, Cesare and the Electric Underground Collective, and it was mostly poets,
Okay.
performance artists,
Right.
musicians, all coming together.
My.
And so AG, his wife Mika, and I formed a group called Utakan. And we wanted to have fun with it, and we had this track called Mrs. Stitcher, which is in our first album.
It's on the album. It's on this
Yes,
album. One of
yes.
these two.
It's on the album. It's basically, it tells a story about this woman who stitches out the eyes of her husband and sews them back onto her daughter's shirt.
Oh,
And so it's quite
Wow.
dark and disturbing. But Jack of None, we as Jack of None
Right.
have always had a penchant for things that are dark
okay.
and things that aren't always just rainbows and
Right.
butterflies.
When I thought of Jack of None, I keep thinking of a deck of cards, like the Jack of Hearts, Jack of Spades, but then the Jack of None, right? I don't know if that's nothing to do with playing cards, right?
Not about
No,
playing
not
cards.
about playing cards.
No,
Okay.
no.
All right. Here's my next question. I was looking at one of your pieces of art.
Yes.
Maxine, everyone is a multifaceted artist, all media, right? And the picture, I think that's photograph that I have of the angel.
Yes.
It's the title of the piece is a question mark.
Yes.
It ends with a question mark.
Yes.
And then I noticed that the title of both your albums
Yes.
are questions again.
Yes.
Like who shot Charles Bukowski? Well, it's not Charles Bukowski.
Who shot Bukowski?
But Charles Bukowski wasn't shot.
no, he was
wasn't.
not.
No. He just
was-
probably died of
Well, he wasn't-
bad liver.
He wasn't literally shot, but he
Who
was.
shot him?
He was shot by I guess all of his demons.
Oh.
And bad habits and.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sort of drank himself to death,
Yes,
right?
He did. Very sensitive. So.
There's some interesting poetry. I was trying to tell you earlier about that. Charles Bukowski has films. There's some films on him with
Yes.
Mickey Rourke,
Yeah,
who's the
I would
actor.
love to see those. I haven't seen them yet.
It's with Mickey Rourke, and I think he played Charles Bukowski in that, a younger one. And then Who's Listening to Van Gogh's Ear? Now that's another album of yours. Is
Yes,
that's
was our debut album?
that's debut? Okay,
Yes, that's our debut album.
All right.
We were actually the first Filipinos to be awarded at the Independent Music Awards in New York City
my
for Best Album Art and Design.
okay.
And in the same competition, we received nominations for Best Spoken Word Album of the Year and Best Spoken Word Song of the Year.
My, you've been really you've been busy.
We have, yes.
Well, I wish I could say it's on all the radio stations, but it's pretty hard. Are you on Spotify and that kind of thing, or
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
We
Ross?
are, yeah.
yeah. And
Yes.
you can be the albums can be bought through like iTunes.
iTunes, yes.
both?
Bandcamp.
Yes.
Okay.
But earning money from what we do has never been.
The main factor.
Yes. In
Well-
fact, AG would, can explain really well about how we really started to begin with Faust in the 90s.
Faust.
Yes.
That's a band.
Faust is the band that I was in. We released our album under Vicor Music Corporation.
Oh, okay. All
This
right.
was 1996.
Yes.
We released Tunes from an Alien Broadcast.
Oh.
And really, Jack of None is a continuation of that.
It is, yes, yes.
Oh.
Because Faust was comprised of originally my brother AG,
Right.
my eldest sister Micheline,
Uh-huh.
and my other sister Beatrix,
Okay.
and they really wanted ever since because as children of parents, I mean as children of artist parents,
Right.
we
right.
were always
right.
taught to express ourselves freely. And so when they began Faust, it was because they wanted to get into a form of self-expression through music.
Wow.
But AG can tell us
It-
how.
You about that same time there was a band, Filipino band, Pinik Pikan.
Yes.
Yeah, but that was more of it's a world
Love
beat.
them. Yep.
Yeah, and it was that same about that same late '90s.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Wow. It's funny we never met.
But what happened? What happened with Faust?
Well,
And
so what happened with Faust is we released our album in 1996. This was Tunes from an Alien
how
Broadcast.
old are you, AG?
I was 16.
Oh my! Do you have copies of that?
I do, and we can actually play it on this show if you want.
Yep, I'd like to. That's why I'm asking, man. That's why I'm asking. 'Cause I at midnight till around 2, sometimes 3, I play all Pinoy,
Yes.
and it's my stuff, which is it can be eclectic, say the least.
Right.
Yeah.
But basically, the story with Faust is we weren't happy with the direction that our record label wanted us
Yeah.
to pursue.
Yes.
So in 97, 98, we recorded at home. We did My Secret Identity,
Yes.
which was really experimental and sort of fused.
Do you have
rock.
an album of that too?
We do, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, this is getting better and better.
And to my knowledge, it was really the first album in the Philippines recorded at home and given away for free
For
online.
free. Yes, for free.
All right.
So My Secret
Over the
Identity, this
internet.
was 1997.
Yes.
And I feel like Jack of None is a spiritual successor to that.
Okay.
Why spiritual? Why
Yeah.
would you say spiritual?
Spiritual because so what really happened is we released the My Secret Identity tapes,
Yes.
and there were 3 or 4, I believe, with 4 tracks each,
Yes.
and we were giving them away for free online. And then we were hoping that we could find a major label.
Who was daring
do-
enough?
yeah.
Who was daring enough?
Right.
And
right.
this is 1990.
This was 97, I believe.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
That was just about the time when everything started to
Exactly.
digital started to go up. And,
Exactly.
Wow, man.
Yep. This was the tail end of the
Right.
alternative music boom,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would say.
Yes.
Wow.
So we were approached by major labels. We talked to them, and sadly, we found out that what they had in mind for us,
Was not that. Was not.
it was the complete opposite. I will say.
Oh, really?
Tito Hoagy was more of pop stars.
Yeah. Pop,
Yeah.
pop. Definitely
Yeah.
pop, man. No, you're not pop.
Um,
It's not pop, right?
Yes.
Right. So
I-
we decided at that point that it wasn't the right time. I decided to go back to school because we had
Yes.
stopped school
Yes.
when we did Tunes from an Alien broadcast with Faust.
Yes.
So I went back to school
Here in Manila?
here in Manila. Yes,
Where did you go?
I went to San Beda,
He's a
Alabama.
badan.
San Beda. All right.
Yep.
He's a
All right.
true badan.
Yeah. I went to school across the street.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Across the street, what do you mean?
From San Beda. It's called San Beda sa kabila. Yeah. Yeah, I did. We can't tell. I can't tell you the name of the school across because it would just sort of look. What? You went where? Yeah, San Beda, man. That's where I went. Anyway, you're listening to Jam 88.3 FM on your radio dial in Manila, and you could see us on Facebook, guys. Yes, and on the regular radio, I would assume. So we're talking with Jack of None, the spirit of Faust, and we're going to come back after a couple songs and talk to Julian about abstractness, and we'll find out some more about both. All right, cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
I heard.
Headphones, guys.
Yeah, we're going to try this again. What do you think? Can you be heard? Can you hear yourselves?
Mike.
All right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Maxine?
Mic test.
Uh,
I
Okay.
can hear
Okay. No.
myself.
Okay.
Good.
Again.
Mic test.
There you
yes.
go.
Yes.
You could hear her too now, right?
Yeah, I could hear.
All right, Julian. So what's up? You're an artist as
Yes.
well.
Yes, an
And
abstract
what do you
painter.
play in the band?
Yeah.
too?
Well,
You're the-
I have our band,
Yeah. Yeah. What do you play?
and I play lead guitar.
Ah,
for
the
Jack
lead
of None.
guitar.
Yes.
Shit. Wow, that's really cool.
So a lot of the
art.
time, actually, I grew up when they had the band Faust. I was a little boy. I was about 7 or 8, maybe.
He was the baby. The baby. in
So
the
I
family,
basically
so.
grew up in the recording studio.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I remember.
fun.
I remember the producers and the sound engineers used to play with me. They used to, we used to play ping pong in the empty rooms
Right,
that were all
right,
boarded
right.
up.
Wow.
So basically, when they had their band, I was still a little boy, and in my teens, that's when I started getting into playing the guitar.
Oh,
And yeah, I had a lot of teachers. One of them was Sir Bobby Balingit of the Woods.
Ah, yes.
He was,
Okay.
He was one of my
Wow,
longtime
okay.
teachers. Yeah.
Are Woods still around?
Yeah, the Woods. They're still
Yeah,
around up to
yeah.
now.
They are amazing.
They are
I love the
amazing,
Woods.
Yes.
That's a good one. I play so much music.
Yeah, yeah.
So when they hear your music, wow. But then I've discovered that when I mix the music of Jack of None and
Yes.
I mix it with like Frank Zappa,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Amazing.
Or it's all the same. It's all equal. You guys are. You're world class, right?
Wow, thank you.
Thank
Thank
No,
you.
it's cool.
That means the world to us.
Do you, Maxine? Do you do your poetry like a stand-up solo poetry kind of thing?
I
Like
used to, yes. I used to
yeah.
perform my poetry, just
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And during my dad's Cesar and the Electric Underground Collective,
All right.
most of the poets and the writers were collaborating with musicians and sound artists, and that's when I
Right.
asked AG to help me with that. And so he would use his compositions, and I would write poetry specifically to fit into his music. But I think what always made it so interesting and exciting for me was we never wanted to fit into a specific mold. A specific mold that would ground us or tie us down to something. We always wanted to keep things moving and forward looking, forward thinking.
It does. Your music is just that. And your
Thank you.
your dad's band. Was that project done with the three of you also? Or was
That
his
was
solo?
actually so my dad started this group called the Cesara and the Electric Underground Collective.
Oh, is that the no? That's not what I have the CD.
Yes, the CD that you have,
Yes.
all of the music there was made by AG, and it was produced by AG.
Okay.
And my dad used his poetry.
Right,
And
right,
it was
right,
actually very, very in keeping with what my dad does. It wasn't just music or just poetry or just visual art.
Wow.
If you own the CD, it's music,
Yeah.
it's poetry, and it's visual art all in one.
Well, he was the person behind the Philippines' first Battle of the Bands. I don't know
Yes,
if you
he
knew
was.
that. Yeah.
Yes. Well, he
And
doesn't
we-
like talking about it much,
yeah,
but,
he
we
doesn't-
hear
he's
things.
it's going to be a part of Pinoy rock history.
Oh, yeah.
We need
Right
to
there.
interview you about it.
Oh, that's what you're saying. You wanted to do it the other way around.
The other way
We-
around.
No,
yeah.
That's
Casito.
definitely, we can do that. That's not even a problem, man. But I'm not going to do it on the air. Right? No, I mean, that's why.
I'd love to hear about it.
The Battle of the Bands.
Yep.
Yeah, there's photographs and stuff that go back to that era. There's Johnny Allegre would be a guy there. He's
Yeah.
still around, and it's like still around. But no, it's not that long ago. It is.
What do you remember most about it?
Battle of the Bands? Mm-hmm. The recording studio. We record in the. It was the bodega or the of RC Cola. Or
Wow.
Or is it
Yeah.
Pop RC Cola, right? And
Yeah,
7-Up.
that's it.
In Parañaque. And that's where we set up it was an Ampex, I think only 2-track.
Oh,
Reel
wow.
to reel.
Wow.
At the most, it was 4-track.
Okay.
That was the latest thing, right? I mean, but reel to reel.
Yeah.
And it was set up in that warehouse of RC Cola because of your
Wow.
dad.
Yes.
And he, and then it ended up in that Battle of the Bands, the first. And there are pictures out there. I just don't know.
Are there? We would love to have copies of them.
Yeah, but if anyone's listening that has pictures of that era, I mean, there are.
My
You'd be
dad
surprised.
refuses to talk about it.
Oh.
Yes.
And it
Yes.
wasn't until
Yes.
Faust in the 90s.
Well, it's only now. For me, it just became really clear, I mean, the importance of it. I mean, and that every time I go by that spot on EDSA, which is now like a high
Yes,
rise.
yes,
It was
yes.
it was a Ford dealership or something. It was a corner lot where they
Yes,
had
it was.
the Battle of the Bands.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, what kind of art was that, Julia? That you abstract?
So
What's the media, though?
I paint a lot of abstract paintings that are very heavily textured.
In textured.
Textured, I mean, like almost looks three-dimensional.
Oh, okay.
Because I grew up, you know, with my parents who are great artists.
Mm-hmm,
I grew up with late nights of them painting, and I would just be there painting beside them. And a lot of what my dad painted back in the day, you know, I absorbed.
All right. Yeah,
and,
of course.
And so I think what I paint these days very closely resembles what he used to paint back in the day.
Yes.
And he was the first artist to paint with that kind of texture and that kind of emotion in his paintings.
Yeah.
Does he still paint?
He still does
He
every
does.
day.
He
Yeah.
Oh,
does.
good.
Tito, my dad is just like universal artist man. I
Yeah.
mean, and from music to literature, criticism, and
He
Everything.
left us with huge shoes to fill.
yes,
Exactly.
agree.
Well, you're doing a really good job, guys.
Oh,
Oh.
thank you.
Really, because I was thinking about it all week. You know, that we would finally get together.
Yes.
We've been so excited.
Yeah,
and when
it's,
we saw you, I was telling the boys, like, guys, we should get down on our knees. This is like the legendary Cousin Hoagy.
Well, I guess, you know. But it's the rock and roll machine, guys.
Oh yeah.
This is
On
the-
Jam 88.3.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It used to be on whatever. NU107. Remember NU107?
I do remember.
I was on
No
NU107. Yes.
Yep.
Yes, I was there for a while. But it was like a blues show. It was the Crossroads.
The Crossroads with
Yeah.
Cousin Hoagy.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And then with Captain Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
He took over. And I went to the States. I went to Chicago
Oh, Chicago.
in January. man.
Sweet home Chicago.
I went to Joliet, and I had to have a picture by the Joliet prison where Jake, the Blues Brothers, came out of it
Yes.
in Joliet, and it was like minus 20 Fahrenheit. Wow, that was cold.
And what were you wearing? Do you
I was
know?
warm.
You
I was
were
warm, but you
warm.
can never. You can't when it's that cold. You have to cover your nose and your
Yeah,
cheeks,
yeah.
because you'll get.
Yeah, lest your nose fall off.
Right, that's true.
No, I was
Frostbite.
talking to some coworkers in Chicago the other day, and I asked what the weather was like, and they were like, "It's warmer." I think, "What's warmer?" They're like, "About 7 degrees, 7
Oh, 7 Fahrenheit. Yeah.
Holy,
Yeah. When I talk to people, and let's say you talk to someone, and you say, "Oh, it's really cold here. It's 80 degrees Fahrenheit." man."
But Tito Hoagy, what exactly like?
Cousin Hoagy.
Okay,
Cousin Hoagy."
Tito Cousin Hoagy. Cousin Hoagy.
All right.
When you were in Chicago, you lived there for several years.
No. Chicago was always a place that you would pass through.
Yeah.
Because it's a hub, like the hub for Amtrak, for instance, down by the river there, going to Lake Michigan. Man, I spent even the Museum of Science and Industry.
Yes.
That was a field trip.
Yes.
So Chicago's a good place, guys. Well, let's take a break.
Yes.
The rock and
Okay, we're back. Yes, we are. You're on Jam 88.3, 1016 on my clock here, wherever you may be this evening. And the Rock and Roll Machine and our special guest, Jack of None. We're going to go back to, where did we leave off? Abstract art with the texture.
Yeah.
And then we drifted into, the Battle of the Bands. Okay, yes. And now here we are back in the reality of 2018, the first weekend.
Yes.
Did you guys have a good New Year's?
We had a wonderful one. But how was yours?
Not mine. No. How was yours?
Oh, it was wonderful because everyone came home from abroad.
Right. Okay.
So we
that's-
were complete family unit.
At least what? Do you try to do that at least once a year or every other year?
Yes, once
it's hard.
a year.
We try. We
Yeah.
try.
Yeah. Do you have kids in Chicago?
I have a daughter.
Oh. Is she
Say
here?
hi to her. She's
Here.
listening.
Hey,
Oh.
Moody. Love you.
Yeah. Well, if she were in Chicago, the time right now is 9:17 on Saturday morning
Wow.
in Chicago.
I have friends listening in.
Yeah.
Oh, say hi.
Tell them how cold it is here. It's like 78, man.
It's
freezing.
so cold. And
I know. Actually, the temperature usually inside the air-conditioned booth, it's
Well,
colder, but nonetheless.
hi to friends and co-workers in Chicago. Mark Alvarez, Mark Medina, Red Navarro, Aaron Disselkamp, Chip Allen, Mandy Bickerman. Love
Hey.
you guys.
You got to talk right into that, AG. See?
Can you
again,
hear me?
Again.
Yeah. No, that's that's
Again,
all right.
again.
No, but where are you located? Where's your
So I'm based in Chicago
Yeah.
currently. I
Uh-huh.
work for, I manage software development teams.
So where are you located? Where
I'm
you say-
located in downtown Chicago, the West Loop.
That's what it's called, the West Loop.
The West Loop, yes.
Okay.
And
This is just
Have
Yeah.
you been to Berghofer? It's a bar.
I have not, no.
No, it's near the train station, where the Amtrak.
What can I expect there?
Chicago-made bourbon.
Oh, yeah.
Chicago-made bourbon.
Can we
Yeah.
smoke in there?
It's always
Oh,
what she
man.
wants to know.
I would doubt that. You can't. Can you smoke outside
Oh,
in Chicago
no,
still?
no.
Not
You-
even
you-
outside.
Well, you can. You have to be cautious of where you're smoking.
Yes.
No, I mean cigarettes, right?
Yes, cigarettes.
Really, it's like here in Manila, you can't smoke cigarettes anywhere.
Yeah, I know. Here you
practically.
get fined like a lot of money if you smoke a cigarette.
Well, I would say, yeah. But they have these really neat Japanese ashtrays
Oh,
where when you smoke the cigarette, you put the cigarette down and it's got this. It sucks the smoke down through filters and stuff, and so you can smoke in restaurants in Japan.
amazing.
Yeah, so we should have a version of the Rock and Roll Machine
Right.
live from Japan.
Yes, we should.
We could, no problem. All right, guys, where are we at?
Do you want to play?
We're gonna. Okay,
Yes.
you introduce
No.
it. I
Do Mrs. Stitcher?
Well, I think we were going to go back.
yeah, we're gonna go.
Faust song.
I've got a thing
way
called.
back, way back. Okay.
Right.
It's called Sexy.
Sexy.
Sexy. No.
That isn't it.
No.
Are you reading the right thing? Cousin
I don't know.
Hoagy?
I'm not sure.
Sexy.
Saksi.
All right, that's
Is that
it. That's it.
It's like a TV show.
Yes, and it's
Saksi na Pipi ang gabi.
it's important to note that while they were recording this song, I was a little boy. So
Yes.
No, this is the recording of your dad.
Faust.
No, this is
Faust.
Faust.
Yeah, this is
I
their
was
band,
16.
All right.
Literally translated, it means the night is a mute witness.
All right.
Oh.
So let's go back in time.
all right.
Gising ng buong magdamag sa kaiisip sa'yo. Nabubuang sa pagkabilog
All right. Like that. A little bit of music from an alien broadcast. And that was part of Jack of None on vocals and part of Jack of None in the alien broadcast. Brought to you tonight on Jam 88.3 FM in Manila, where we all are still wishing you a happy, happy New Year 2018. Fourth anniversary of the Rock and Roll Machine coming up sometime in April, I believe. Actually, by that time, we should have some spring weather. And if you're in New York City tonight, well, no, this morning, the time in New York City right now is 9:26. That would include New Jersey, everything up and down from Rhode Island to Maine to Cape Cod. Man, they must have gotten hammered near Boston. So to all our Filipino friends and listeners in Boston tonight, you're listening to Conversations with Jack of None and a trio, two brothers and a sister in the middle. And we're having a good time. Sort of Pinoy rock history all rolled into one. What else can you ask for?
It's the color of things in the distance. The air is heavy with the pounding of drums. There are guns at the ready.
Okay. And that means the time all over the Philippines is 11 p.m. on a Saturday night, the 6th of January 2018, right here in Pasig. The Rock and Roll Machine, Cousin Hoagy. And our guests this evening, from the start, have been the Jack of None. And we've been through some of your old, is it the older stuff that we played before?
What you were
history.
hearing was Faust. That
Faust,
was like
okay.
2
But
to 3 tracks
Julian's in that?
No, that's
Not Julian?
Nah.
And
That's-
but the vocalist was your sister, your
My
ate.
sister,
my
Micheline.
older sister, who is an amazing singer.
Okay.
That's Mickey.
Yes.
Did she ever do opera or any of that kind of thing?
No,
or
no, but she
Yeah,
could have.
She could have, yeah.
Could have if she wanted to. She's
Yeah,
an
yeah.
amazing
Can
singer.
She can still.
And so what we're going to be doing right now, oh gosh, Polyamorous. Okay, but we'll do that a little bit, just in a little bit. We're going to do a song now. How do you say this, Maxine, in French?
Dear Georges,
Yes.
vous petit monstre.
All right, and is there a short story behind it?
This was something I wrote after a trip I had to Paris.
Okay.
And met a lot of very interesting people there, interesting men. And something that struck me was how when you're walking down the road and you need help, they don't really care to help you. So there's a line that repeats in the track that's Aidez-moi s'il vous plaît, which means help me please, and they respond with a no.
Yeah.
So
Aidez-moi, s'il vous plaît.
Aidez-moi
Yeah, that's
s'il vous plaît.
all
No.
right. Well, we're going to listen to that cut actually right now.
Yes.
Okay. Maxine,
Yes.
Jack of
Cousin
None.
Hoagy. It's my favorite.
Dear George, I'm writing this letter to tell you that it's over. I found it. Finally. It wasn't where you said it would be. No, no, no. It wasn't under the bed where you said it had fallen. It wasn't in the cupboard either where you said it would be safe. You little tease. I asked you with a pretty, pretty please. Aidez-moi s'il vous plaît. 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 But please don't worry, George, my dear sweet George. I won't tell a soul, I promise, about the way it's somewhat misshapen now. The way the scent of flowers makes it rot. The way it aches and bleeds more often than not. The way it's managed to grow horns. Oh, please don't worry, George. I'm keeping it locked away in a box of thorns. Répondez s'il vous plaît. Répondez s'il vous plaît. Répondez s'il vous plaît. Répondez s'il vous plaît. Répondez s'il vous plaît.
Become a friend of Cousin Hoagy on Facebook.
Facebook?
Oh, no.
That's Facebook. It sounds like I'm become a friend,
Cousin Hoagy.
a Facebook friend of Cousin Hoagy who's spaced out.
Spaced out.
Become a friend. Okay, ready?
All right, let's do it again.
Become a friend of Cousin Hoagy on Facebook.
Recorded live in the apartment of Mike on West 75th Street and Broadway. Have you been there?
Broadway. Wow, we have.
That
yeah.
part of the Beacon Theater. Right on the. He lives right across the street.
Wow.
Really neat.
Nice location.
Nice location. It's all Italian marble, all inlaid, everything. The building is like probably 1880s. Are you into architectural?
Maxine.
Yeah, my boyfriend is an architect, so
Oh, okay.
he's very much into
Oh, wait, Maxine. Say it again.
my boyfriend
There you go.
is an
Your mic's on.
architect.
Her boyfriend has who she's been with for 14 years.
Yeah.
All right.
He's 14 years.
All right.
He's an architect, so he's
Oh.
very much interested in that.
I'm a fan of architecture myself, and especially that area of historical restoration,
Yes.
like in New York City, where my friend lives on West 75th. Well, I don't know, how did we get to West 75th? With
How
Jack
do
of
you
None.
get to
Have you,
West 75th?
and Broadway? Remember I said, we were talking about, no? Gee.
No.
All right. All right. With Jack of None. But we listened to the song about France.
Yes.
Sounds like a nice place.
Yeah.
So is
oh,
your-
oh, have you been? Have you been to
No,
Paris?
I've never been to Europe, man.
Oh, they would love it. The women would fall at your feet.
I don't think so. No, no, they would not. Anyway, don't forget to watch the what's that? The award show on Monday
The
morning
award
here.
show?
Yeah, the Golden Globes or something.
Oh,
Are you into that?
right.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But okay, Maxine, do you prefer? What's your favorite media for your art? Is it photography? Is it painting? Is it?
I think
do you
my-
sculpt? Do you
yes,
sculpt?
I do.
Really?
But my
Okay.
art is mostly rooted in poetry.
All right,
and-
but the way it comes out. I mean,
Well, from
what's your favorite
poetry-
media, and
from-
how do you pick the media? Let's say, oh man, I thought of these words, and how do you express it? Which media, like paint?
It just really depends on what I'm feeling at the moment, but
All
it's
right.
always rooted in poetry. So
Right,
with Jack
right,
of
right,
None, my lyrics and my vocals are very poetry oriented. In my visual arts, in my paintings, there's always like an open-ended narrative that's heavily rooted in poetry.
Do you have anything happening in 2018 that you might want to tell us
Yes,
about?
we have. I have a bunch of exhibits coming up.
Okay.
And Jack of None and I, my brothers and I, AG and Julian, are working on our third album.
All right.
They've come up with the music already, but I'm just waiting for the inspiration to kick in for the vocals
the
and
lyrics.
the lyrics.
Wow.
Yes.
So you work off the music, or
Yes, how
Wow.
it usually works is they come up with the music first,
yeah.
and
Then you add your feeling.
yes.
your
Well,
words.
I really am a poet at heart. So, what I do is I listen to the music that they create, and I write poetry for it.
All right. We're gonna listen to a song now called Polyamorous. No, it's not Polyamorous.
Polyamorous.
Yes, Polyamorous.
Polyamorous.
Is that from where is this? What
Paul,
album?
from Hushop Bukowski.
All right.
Polyamorous serial monogamist is it's actually a statement on how things have become today with relationships. There are so many open relationships, and you don't know if people are polyamorous, but they're serial monogamists. So it's become this whole gray area.
Yeah.
And
Is
we're
it-
shooting
and
a
that-
music video for this
Oh.
one.
Okay, that's the topic of the video, but the song is going to be from Jack of None.
Yes.
From a new song, something coming up.
It's from our second album, Hushop
Oh.
Bukowski.
Oh, okay. And why did you choose Bukowski over, let's say, another poet?
I'm in love with Bukowski. I mean, I think Bukowski's just he's so brutally honest. And with Jack of None, critics have said that our lyrics can be kind of dark. They can be kind of heavy, scary. But I believe that art is the only means of self-expression left where we can maybe exercise our demons.
All right. I don't want to. I want to go back to AG in Chicago because it's really mother cold there. See, there was a beep, right? Did you hear that?
I
It's
hear
mother cold in
Oh, yeah.
Chicago,
Oh yeah.
where the time right now is 9:17 a.m. Wow,
And bitter,
bitter.
effing cold.
Damn. Can you imagine? That's pretty hard to get used to as a Filipino. I mean, shoveling snow, man. I mean,
Well, not so much for AG because
in the city.
and
oh
AG,
wait. Okay. Yeah.
AG's always been like the gothic, dark, brooding
Oh,
one in my
I like the
family.
cold.
So he likes it cold.
He likes the cold. That doesn't sound gothic. Would be more of a mood than that 20 below zero, man.
No, they joke
cold.
about it. They joke about it.
You take a
but-
good breath of that cold air, man. You'll choke.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, but he goes out to smoke on the ground floor of his condominium building, and he's just like in a hoodie.
Yeah. Well, there are air filters and all kinds of things now. So let technology rule. Technology rules anyway.
Yes.
It allows the three of you to communicate between Chicago and Manila and vice versa.
That's right.
And that's why I'm trying to get you guys. So Chicago, Manila, and then in Virginia, just near
who's in
Quantico.
Virginia?
Near Quantico. His name is Gintong
Yes.
Bahaghari.
Yes. Gintong
got-
Bahaghari.
Yes, and he wants to record with you guys.
Oh, we would just be honored.
So
We'd
he
be
would-
honored.
He would add more of the keyboard side.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
And Maxine's got the vocals, and you guys have got the rest. I mean,
Yeah.
wow.
Fantastic.
we'd love that.
Fantastic.
It would be like definitely international. I mean,
Oh yeah.
right? I mean, that's what it's all about. I'm going to play a song from you guys, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Follow the Rock and Roll Machine with Cousin Hoagy on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Oh, my favorite. Tito, we're shooting a music video for this.
did you hear? They don't call me middleweight for nothing. And do you know what I wanna do? Do you know what I want you to do? Come closer. Here I go again. Oh, kiss me here and kiss me there. Kiss me everywhere. Kiss me here and kiss me there. Kiss me everywhere. I'll skin your lips and skin you bare. I'll skin you everywhere. I'll skin your lips and skin you bare. I'll skin you everywhere. I'll skin your lips and skin you bare. 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 I'll skin your lips and skin you bare.
That ended kind of abruptly. Did it not? That was good.
That was
good, Julian.
A taste of things to come.
A taste of things to
Yes,
come.
2018.
Wow. So this is brand new. This is just part of it. Then this is like in process. Is that?
That was some of my slide playing on this
Oh, right.
day.
Yeah, because I had a slide song before that, and it sort of got you. All right.
They said that people were asking us to introduce ourselves.
Oh,
So you should introduce yourself.
So,
Jake?
My name's AG.
AG.
I am the oldest of the siblings here tonight.
All right.
I think of Jack of None as my secret identity.
Yes.
Because I work, really, I'm based in Chicago right now, where I work as, I manage software development teams for a large multinational technology consulting firm.
We won't ask you what that is unless brought to you by the Rock and Roll Machine every Saturday night from Manila with AG. Yeah, you're the spokesman, man. Oh, that's cool. I mean,
Yeah.
have you enjoyed Illinois?
I love Chicago.
Oh, we all
That
do.
area.
Every time we visit them, we fall in love with it.
How did you end up in Chicago? Was it just going to school, or?
Oh, it was.
I mean,
circumstance.
okay.
So work took me there, and
Ah.
I fell in love with the place.
Have you swam in Lake Michigan?
I have not.
It's really cold, man. It's 55 degrees Fahrenheit year round.
He's not a fitness freak.
I don't know. Jumping in Lake Michigan would be a challenge. Looking at the rivers. I find that the most fascinating thing in Chicago is that river, the Chicago River, right?
The Chicago River. Yes.
Damn, and it turns different colors at different times of year.
It turns green at a certain part of the year.
Yes, there's what's
St.
that?
Patrick's Day.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yes. And I am Maxine Sihuko. I'm the vocalist and the writer for Jack of None. I'm also a visual artist. And, we've been drinking a bit before all of this. So I just want to say I love my brother so much.
Are you going to
I
miss
am,
AG?
So much.
yeah.
So much Cousin
Do you
Hoagy.
visit? Do you visit him?
I
in
visit
Chicago?
him like once or twice a year,
Okay.
but every time he leaves, I shed a literal tear.
A single tear.
But being
Well,
here
being
in
on
your
radio, no, you
being
can't see it.
in your presence, like the legendary
right.
Cousin Hoagy, like
Gosh.
we couldn't ask for anything more.
I couldn't ask for anything more either. You guys have been really fun to have. Last weekend, I had a reggae guy
Oh,
who sort of it was like hanging out to midnight.
Okay.
You know, it's sort of like, I don't know, but nonetheless, yeah,
Like-
this is like fun.
was he bouncing off the walls?
No, it was about reggae. Actually, it was
Did
about
he have one of those magic vapes?
No, nothing like that. Nothing magic. Nothing magic at all, actually. No.
Cousin
So,
Hoagy
we
had
will
the
see you.
magic vape.
We will see you around, guys.
I come back
Yes.
usually during the holidays.
Okay.
Yes.
To see everybody.
Yes.
This is a good time to do it, too, man, when it's in Chicago, when it's cold and windy.
Oh, it's bitter cold.
Right.
Yes, but as soon as our schedules align, because
Uh-huh.
I have visual arts exhibitions coming up, but as soon as I can focus more back into Jack of None, which I really love, because it's so much fun, and it's you can actually classify it into rock or reggae or pop, and that's how we like it. Jack of None, we aim to have our music be something constantly of movement.
Will it be of questions? Because so far, what I've told you, I mean,
Yes.
are your other arts of work, do you have question marks?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. It's always, I
Oh.
mean,
Is
like,
it- is
well,
it
Cousin
something-
Hoagy isn't everything in life a question.
All right.
Everything is
That's
actually
why I
a
played
question.
Why from Andy Lepros, because it's a question, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to say, guys. I guess we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you for coming
too
by.
soon.
No.
Thank you for
no,
having
I-
us.
Yeah.
It's been an honor.
People might
Really?
not see us, but we're bowing down.
Well,
to
that's
you.
fine. They actually can see you
Cousin
on,
Hoagy.
on Facebook.
Okay, we're gonna bow. We're gonna bow.
It's-
bow,
no.
everybody bow.
You know what's really interesting is when there are actual figures where you can say, "Oh, you had so many views," right?
Yeah.
I'm going, oh, yeah, okay, cool, whatever the views. Yeah, Pepe Smith was a good view.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sure of it.
Yeah,
Pepe
yeah,
Smith
yeah,
is
yeah.
like god of Pinoy rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
but-
hanging
but-
on. He's had his health problems.
Cousin Hoagy's like the god of Pinoy rock and roll DJing.
Well,
and I mean that's even better.
Yeah, probably just DJing. That's the whole deal.
Oh,
That's-
you're
that's
too
it.
humble. You're too humble.
Well, I don't know. That could be a good thing, right? It could be. It could be. It's bad too, right? It could be bad or good.
Is it-
Anyway, thank you.
You're way too modest.
We're gonna.
Way too modest.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, AG. Thank you, Maxine.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Cousin
Julian.
Hoagy.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, and to Mom and Dad, I hope they're
Yes.
listening. And this is going to be available forever and ever on
Fantastic,
mixcloud.com/Cousin Hoagy, man, for the 6th of January, 2018. What is
What is?
Bit and Bytes?
Ah,
That's an unfinished track, similar
Oh.
to what you heard earlier,
Yes.
which
All right.
we affectionately call Dirt Dog.
yes.
Oh, this is another version of Dirt Dog?
It's not another version, but it's an unfinished track that Maxine hasn't put her
Vocals to.
exactly.
Yes, not yet. Not yet.
Well,
Exactly.
we'll listen to a couple seconds of it, if you
Yeah.
wish.
Sure.
Or the whole thing.
It is
For that matter.
what to expect in 2018.
All right.
Yes.
Sounds
Jack
good.
of None.
Thank you, Jack of None, for coming by.
Oh, thank you so much,
The Rock and
Cousin
Roll
Hoagy.
Machine.
We are so honored.
I'm
to be in
so
your
thankful
presence.
to have a turkey for 2018. Yes. And not only just any turkey.
It's
You know,
my
it's
mom's
mom's
special turkey.
That's why. That's
Special
why.
recipe.
Yeah, there's a world of special recipes. I love them. I collect them. Yeah.
We hope
Especially
you
our
like
favorite.
ours.
I will get back to you guys. Wow.
Yes,
I'm
please.
looking. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank
Jam
you, Cousin
88.3, heading towards midnight.
Hoagy. Oh, nice.
test this out right quick on